Never been acknowledged by my family for being who I am. In some cultures, children between the age of 9 and 18 go through a ritual. For Jews, there is bar mitzvah for boys and bat mitzvah for girls. And then I know this guy who was from LA. He was a gangster there, and his dad was an OG. The minute he turned 18, they traveled all the way to Mexico City so that he can get his first taste of what he called a paid pussy. And I know there's something they call Sweet 16 where this kids throw some big ass party. You can actually see it on MTV. And here in the Philippines, we practice a concept called debut. Debutant is actually a French term meaning the female beginner. And when I read that, that's when I started to wonder. I never went through a ritual, not with my parents, not that I can remember. But I went to my first communion when I was 7 because I was baptized Catholic and they said I had to. And when I was 14, they forced me to go to confirmation unless I won't qualify for third year in high school. I went to these ceremonies, I sang them praise songs, but I don't remember anything special that happened those days, except that me and my classmates pretended we were doing Jesus' ways. I never understood what those things were for. I didn't feel anything spectacular or different afterwards. I didn't feel any change, not even a bit, so I'm guessing that wasn't it. There was no rite of passage for me. I never became an adult through them nor my parents. Up to this day, I have never grown. Although my age changes every year and my body has grown tremendously, as you can see, I never became an adult to them. Even when my dad died, I never changed in their eyes. I never became an adult to them. Because nobody wants to be around an adult lesbian. My mom fears for me every day that I will grow old and lonely. She thinks nobody will love me unless I have money. She said I would have to buy my lover's affection and that there would never be a true relationship between me and another girl. So she refuses to acknowledge that I am an adult. To her, I have never grown. To her, I'm still at 11, so she got holding hands with another girl, having love letters under my bed from her. Not even to this day does she accept who I am. Not even now that I'm working and earning, and I look this way all this time. My mother thinks my sexual preference has been damaged and that these are just confused hormones in a rampage. I never received any acknowledgement of my adult existence. Not for my decisions, not for my obligations, and not for my acquaintances. Not for my mother, not for my brother, and not for my sister. Nobody listens to me when I say something. But that's okay. Because to tell you all the truth, I'm 28 years old, and I refuse to be an adult. Because adults like my parents would transfer you to a co-ed school because they think there was an epidemic and that being gay is some sort of illness. They will force you to keep your lesbianism intact like a secret and kept well hidden. Adults like my parents think they are always right. But adults like my parents are people who are scared to be alive. Children are more mature in thinking. They're like sponges absorbing, open to anything. They do not judge, they do not hate. The only thing they know is love and play. So I refuse to be an adult. I don't need a rite of passage. Even without it, I was able to go through life's storms and highways. And I will continue to go through all these life's passages as a kid. I will dream and fight for what's best for me. And if that means I must remain a child to be gay, then I will be the happiest lesbian kid there is. Thank you.